Hey guys, welcome to Majora's Mask, the sequel to Ocarina of Time, a game we played here a few years ago on the LPerLeague. About 2.5 to 3 years at this point to be exact. Majora's Mask came out about 2 years after the release of Ocarina of Time, so our time period for covering this game now is pretty similar to the time period it took between releases on the Nintendo 64. But let's see what Fairy Boy's been up to here in the direct sequel to Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask.
I thought you decided to do Ocarina again.
Ocarina 1.5.
Oh, okay.
It's a ROM hack.
I thought you were just wanting to play the 3DS version of this game.
Man, I knew the 3DS graphics weren't that good, but man, they look the same as they did in 98.
That's the thing, he did.
I know he did, but yeah, I thought you wanted to play it again.
To be fair, I played a lot of Majora's Mask in 2021. I think I'm good for a bit. This is on a multitude of different platforms at this point, but I am playing on the Wii Virtual Console version of the game, so that's why it looks pretty sharp and clean. But for the most part, like, this is going to be a pretty straightforward 100% playthrough, but we will be looking at some extra stuff in the game. Not taking a look at any of the 3DS stuff, because simply put, that's a whole different beast. That's almost like a completely different game on its own merits. If you really want to see the in-depth differences, I did a whole playthrough in 2021, so just check that out. I'm not doing it again. That was a monster to put together.
He said he's tired of Majora's Mask, so here we are recording Majora's Mask.
Exactly. I mean, I can go play it again. It was just released on the Switch, so there you go. There's your yearly playthrough. New console, new version.
Hey babe, it's your time for yearly release of Majora's Mask. Oh god, not again!
I just got done resting. So, yeah, as we were kind of implying from earlier, this is the follow-up game to Ocarina of Time. This came out 2 years later, and it takes place right after the events of the ending of Ocarina of Time. You don't need to play it before Majora's Mask. It helps in some regards, but the storylines are different enough that for a newcomer, you can easily play this before even Ocarina.
Yeah. I think I technically played this game before Ocarina. Because I played this game before we did that stream.
Oh no, Ben died!
Oh
Not
no!
again.
Not again!
Someone tilt the cart too much?
Oh gosh, Lester, why didn't you? I thought you said this was the Wii Virtual Console version of Majora's Mask. Here you are. You went to a freaking garage sale and got a copy that just had Majora's Mask etched in Sharpie on it. No label, no nothing. You went and picked it up, didn't you?
Well, hey, the Wii shop has been shut down now for a couple years. I kind of needed to get the game elsewhere. I mean, I can't just go on to the eShop and buy the game on the Wii because it doesn't exist. So you know what? You know, secondhand Wii with a copy of Majora's Mask that might have been cursed. It should be fine.
Why did you lie to our viewers, Lester? Now they're in for a creepypasta.
I mean, this whole game's story is so dark, it might as well be a creepypasta in some ways.
What'd you say, Amber?
Maybe that's why the only reason they are watching this is because of the creepypasta.
Okay.
They don't want to know the true story of Majora's Mask.
Okay, I'm not hearing the song of Unhealing yet.
Yeah, luckily we're not going that route. We have to throw in the reference somewhere, because it's going to come up later on when we can see the inspiration. Also, we have to kill it now before it becomes a problem. So, this is the adventures of Fairy Boy. He makes a return from an Ocarina playthrough. He's on his own, trying to find his lost friend, aka Navi. They split ways at the end of Ocarina, and now Fairy Boy wants to reunite with his friend. Don't know where she went, though. So, just take Epona out in the woods and find 2 other fairies that can just, I don't know, bully him.
Do the same thing. Except not be as annoying.
I don't know about that one.
I mean, your fairy companion in this game kind of treats you like crap in the beginning half.
Oh, high school kid. Oh, I see. You just decided to stoop down to common degeneracy, didn't you? This is stealing other people's stuff.
You own this. I own this.
So Skull Kid was in Ocarina as well.
So Skull Kid was in Ocarina as well, you said?
Yeah, you actually met him in, I think it was the Lost Woods, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. There's Skull Kid in the Lost Woods, and you play him Saria song, and then from there, you and Skull Kid become friends, which that is a subtle reference they make at the very end of your adventure. It's something that they don't really play on all too much in the beginning, but to be fair, Link never talks. If he could, he would say, "Wait, I know you."
Yeah. Well, Skull Kid obviously is not acting himself, and he's got a new look to him, we'll just put it that way.
Something with your hair, didn't you?
Oh,
So much that he wants to steal Epona.
I get it. You got a new hat.
I just see he crafted the most cursed of hats, Majora. So yeah, unfortunately we are separated from our horse Epona, and I don't know where Epona goes after this, because once we get up and get control of Link, we'll see that Epona just ran through a section that has a bunch of jumps that I don't even think our horse can make on its own. So I don't know where she went.
You're not doing the trick with getting money early, I see.
We'll get money in better ways now. Luckily, like, this game is on a timer, and when you're here, the timer doesn't initiate just yet. But there are another set of ways to get money. I'm just gonna wait until we can, well, do that stuff for now, so we get at least a move on. I don't think you want to see me like do that for 5 minutes. It's all luck. But you can't go back and forth between the stump because it counts as a loading zone between the two different areas, and the bushes can constantly respawn. So you just keep on getting rupees from the bushes if you want max out your money within the first couple minutes.
So yeah, that was a long fall. Thankfully, this Deku flower caught us.
Thankfully, it's made of cushion, because otherwise that still could have killed us. Although we should probably check our health. We're probably down to 2 hearts.
So he got rid of Epona, and we don't know what happened to her.
Yeah, it's just a prank, bro. Also here, I'm just gonna curse you with something terrifying. Just a curse. Don't worry. It's a prank, bro.
Oh, so that's how we get out of responsibility. Yeah, just reiterate. It was just a prank, bro.
Yep. To be fair, everything that Skull Kid's doing right now, he thinks is all kind of a joke. He doesn't really take responsibility for any of his actions.
And to be fair, if he actually wanted to, he could kill Link right here. He honestly could.
True. This is very close to being borderline death, because just to jump ahead a bit, he turned us into a Deku Scrub, but to do this, he needed to take the life from someone else to give this Deku body to Link. So, right there kind of proves, yeah, Skull Kid has the power to kill someone just to transform someone else into a new shape.
It's okay, though. That Deku he killed? Yeah, it was just a prank, bro.
Yeah, don't worry, he'll come back. Right?
Right?
So we're stuck with one fairy now, instead of 2.
Man, did we have to get the one that looks like Discount Navi? I wanted the purple one.
Yeah, no, that would have been different. Now we gotta keep it familiar. Same kind of fairy we had from the previous game. Except this one mouths you.
Wait, excuse me?
Yeah, see? She's rude to Link.
Oh. Sorry, my mind went somewhere else when you said that.
No, I can mouth anything else. My mouth is just a giant gaping hole.
Wait, I didn't know fairies had mouths.
How are they gonna talk?
Telepathy?
He's got a point.
Not even 2 seconds after you go through the door, she's like, okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, although it does feel like a half-baked apology. Just something to say to get on her good side.
Yo, I'm sorry I was being mean to you like 5 seconds when I realized how screwed I was.
Yeah.
It wasn't really cool, yo. I'm sorry.
Can we stop messing around? We weren't doing anything. We're just standing here. Exactly. We gotta go. Seriously, the mouth on this one.
I love that little animation of Link like turning towards the camera. It's like, do I actually have a choice on this?
Yeah, it's like instantly he already knows. Like, oh, this is gonna be a huge headache, isn't it?
I was like, oh gosh, dang it! Why do I?
Had Navi back.
Why do I get to get stuck with these idiots?
Went on a hunt to find my fairy friend. Found the wrong fairy. We're getting our first item here. Deku Nuts. Just a quick little interaction here. Just our first item we could use, but I don't really see the reason to right now. There's no enemies.
You found these nuts.
Exactly. Found 10 of them.
Am I gonna have to make a These Nuts counter?
Either that or just, change the text that says you found Deku Nuts and then change it to found these nuts.
There's probably a mod for that.
I'm sure there probably is.
So, remember how I said we're jumping ahead a bit here with the body change thing? You gotta take a life to give a life. This is the said Deku Scrub in question. That was a living being at one point, but now, not so much.
It's okay, Lester. It was a prank, bro.
They're gonna bring that up.
It was just a prank, bro. He'll be okay. He's not dead.
Exactly. He respawns in another 10 seconds. Right?
I mean, once we get the ocarina back, we'll just turn back time and fix everything, right? It was just a prank.
Yeah, that should work.
I wish I had the power to just turn back time whenever I felt like it. Be like, I'll just go up to somebody, just slap him in the face, be like, it was just a prank, bro. Play my ocarina. It's like, okay, you don't even remember me doing it.
Maybe that doesn't work. Oh, well, I got some explaining to do.
Oh, stalker, I see.
So yeah, as the guy it explains, our stalker here is also a familiar face. Just like with Skull Kid, this guy was also from Ocarina, the Happy Mask Salesman. Been traveling the world, but his precious item, as he says, got stolen. To jump ahead again, his precious item is the mask that Skull Kid wears, which is called Majora's Mask.
Wait, he's wearing a mask? I thought he had a new hat.
I mean, hats are masks, technically, as well, right? Headpiece.
According to Stardew, yes.
Yes.
According to almost every video game.
Also, question here. When you really think about it, since he was in the marketplace in Ocarina, did he leave before the time
Reset.
no, the time skip where Link grew up? Or did he just leave because he had to travel and sell his maps?
I think it's more implied just based on the mask thing, because how the timeline here works is technically Majora's Mask takes place after the events of where Link traveled back in time after defeating Ganon to warn Zelda and the others about his evil deeds. So he wouldn't have interacted with anyone else at that point, which includes the Happy Mask Salesman in Market Town. So this is technically his first interaction with Link. But at the same time, Link would know the guy if that's something he would have done in that said timeline. I mean, Nintendo doesn't confirm if you could do side quests on a timeline. Little minor detail we don't know about. But it is implied, basically, that Link might know him based on what you did, but he does not know Link here.
You mean tell me there could be possibly a fourth timeline, the Zelda timeline, where in Ocarina of Time it's split up? So
There's 10 different timelines just for Ocarina at this point.
Yeah.
I'm sure, where the hero falls, the hero succeeds, and child one. Well, what about the child one, including all the side quests?
Is there another timeline where he just does specific side quests and just a fifth one?
The 20th branch?
This here is the timeline made from Ocarina of Time where he did everything story beat but then traded one mask.
That would suck.
This is how we got Link's crossbow training.
Oh, I thought that was part of the dinner timeline.
That's a whole different thing. Speaking of trading, here's the banker. Want to go ahead and deposit money here. As we can tell, we have an incentive for depositing a bunch. So for now, I'm just going to deposit $2. You know, get an early start of my 401k.
Oh yeah, $2.
Gotta
Yeah.
save those $2.
Oh man. You mean to tell me he'll match that $2 you said? Now you have $4 in your account?
No, in fact, he's going to charge me $4 to take my $2 out at night.
That's not how 401k works.
So we get stamps anytime we come here now. We can just check the banker and we can withdraw or deposit money in the bank. For now, I'm only depositing 2 rupees because I'm going to build up 99 rupees twice and just deposit those in the bank. And that way we hit 200.
Wait, so he gives you a stamp. Where did he stamp it?
That's a good question.
His head, technically.
Did you have like a postcard that just had a stamp collection on it? Or did he just literally just, you know, cartoon like, have a big stamp and just bam, right on your head?
Yeah, probably that one. Which gets weirder when you transform the multiple forms in this game. It's like the stamp keeps on moving.
Oh hey, you didn't even have to pop the bubble.
Yeah, whenever you get here for the first time to North Clocktown, Tingle will always be on the ground. He won't be in his bubble yet. As soon as you talk to him, then he goes up. So buy a map before he leaves. Because right now, we technically can't shoot him down. Also, this guy's a fruitcake. Just saying that now. Thinks he's a fairy.
No,
Isn't he always?
the weirdo. He's the weird middle-aged man who thinks he's a fairy.
Yeah, this is the game that introduced Tingle. He got weirder the further along the games got, but he got a lot more character. Here he's kind of more generic compared to how he got in later games, like, say, Wind Waker. I do think out of all the Tingles, though, the Wind Waker one's probably the one with the most personality. But this one has a nice goatee.
Alright, we got a copyright here. We got some copyright issues here. We're not allowed to say those words ever. Only Tingle can.
Oh no, the Grey Fairy, I gotta tell you the word, my people. Tingle, tingle, coolimba. Hey, it worked.
Oh no! Lester!
Gosh dang it, Lester.
So, I skipped a step here, but technically, if you come to the fairy fountain first, you'll see all these scattered fairies, and they'll tell you, we got a missing piece. Can you please find it? We'll help you. And when you find the piece, you restore the Grey Fairy back to its full form. And this one's the Grey Fairy of Magic, so name implies this fairy is going to offer us magic power.
You need that. You need that a lot in this game.
Yeah, you technically cannot beat the game unless you have magic power. So even if you found ways to skip around in the game, you would need magic for something in your adventure, so this is kind of a roadblock that you're gonna hit at some point. This is kind of one of the bane of speedrunners' existence, it's just finding a way to skip magic, and there really isn't one. Oh, but this we could shoot bubbles? Yeah, don't ask, gotta use our big mouth for something. Okay, I guess we have to remember that. When we're our former shape, then we'll come back here. So, I guess if we're not made of wood, pay you a visit later. For now, we gotta get out of here.
Quote an old Rental Floss song that I Poison Ivy's mom.
Maybe they get weirder as we go.
True.
They all still have pointy cleavage. That was never fixed. Never. Still like that in 3DS.
Triangle boobs.